One thing, even like to just stay on what we're talking about. Everybody or the subsets. Okay, I was having a conversation with salute to the homie Wise. I was talking to him earlier, right? And he was having this thing about like, yo, man, them in the West End. Sometimes they're like, yo, everybody fucks with me in Toronto, but then it's like, is it everybody or is it like the subset? And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? You said subset? I be saying that shit all the time. He actually put a number on the shit. He said it's about 600,000 people, tops. So out of the whole GTHA, about 600,000 people, he's estimating, is locked into
the hood,
Toronto, the stuff that we're talking about, like the different top fives and the mullahs and all these different guys, they know them. You go outside of that, ain't nobody know who I did the fucking vlog where I'm doing the surveys. There's so many people who didn't know these people's names.
Yeah. I think it's less than that.
You think it's less than 600,000, eh?
Yeah.
How much do you think?
I want to say it's anywhere between like 10 to 20,000.
Wow. So 10 to 20,000 people who are in the know.
Yeah.
Who are all following Keep Six Solid and all these. Also, you got to remember those pages. Keep Six Solid has 100,000 followers. So at least that's 100,000 who are interested in the Toronto culture.
But he also posts a lot of funny stuff too. So not everybody is strictly there for the music. Mm-hmm. There are trolls. There are other people that are there just to like shit on the shit too, the right? Memes, so they're there for the memes. So I don't think it's 1,000 or, it could be, I don't know the percentage of how much people follow him for the music and then how much people follow him for like jokes or whatever it is, right? Same thing with Six Buzz. I think like people look at these pages like, yo, the promotional pages too. There are ways that I can get my page popping. Yeah.
Six Buzz, it's good that, not to cut you, but you mentioned Six Buzz. I don't want to put a point on that. Six Buzz has like 2 million plus followers. But, no disrespect to them, they weren't only built off of their music. Mm-hmm. They were built off of viral videos of people sending them fuckery. And they're like, Six Buzz. Yeah. And that helped to build that following up. It wasn't like, check out all these artists.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't the hip hop or Toronto. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying I feel like it's way less than that.
Wow. You think it's like less than 100,000 and the 40, 50,000.
How many artists are dropping right now that are getting 100K from their song?
Yeah. And even like bringing it full circle with what we were talking about with the rap cap and all that, like if they are correct with some of their numbers and it's not fraudulent, they are showing numbers that are not above the millions or whatever for most people, right? And it's like, there's only so much people that is getting served, to be honest.
Fam, how many you don't see when you look at the streams? Houdini's probably still in the number one, but when you look at the numbers, is he doing over 100K? Maybe.
Yeah,
and he's the number one. So I don't believe that like a lot of people are tapped in. The subset is very, very. We talk about this all the time. Friday, it's very fucking small, fam. We don't have a huge culture of people that tune into Toronto hip hop music all the time, or we would have more shows, more podcasts, more whatever. Like it's not.
It's
like
so
that,
real
bro.
Because even when you mention podcast, there's Toronto podcasts that have mad listeners. Mm-hmm. In the subset, there's us and a few others. Like you know what I'm saying, that are brand new. To be honest, not even like for years. But if you just go Toronto podcast in Google, you're going to find bare people, sports, some other guys who talk about culture and stuff, but they're like outside of the culture. Mm-hmm. Hundreds of thousands of listens and followers and all that outside of the subset.
The subset is super fucking small, fam.
Yo, listen, and we love being part of that and serving it. But what we're trying to do here, we're trying to grow beyond that. We're like, the subset is getting exposed to the whole world, to the mainstream. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because even if we're just only serving that, us alone, like as a network, we can only max at a certain amount because there's only a certain amount who care about Toronto culture like that.
How much views does that Houdini song have with Burner Band?
49.
49K?
Yeah.
So that's 50. So that's 50K in 1 week. Because it came out like a week ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you usually, that's how they do numbers, right? So you base everything off of like the first week sales kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
That's mostly Toronto that's listening to that in that first week, fam.
Yeah. If not only Toronto, maybe. It might be like 95% Toronto.
Like, we know that's mostly Toronto that's listening to that in the first week. So that's 41K. And this is burner bands and Houdini, fam.
Remember, Houdini dropped out, bro.
But that's even...
But that's even more.
But that's even more, fam.
No, bro. Imagine Vaughn dropped tomorrow, fam. If Vaughn dropped a music video tomorrow...
He dropped out... Not tomorrow. He dropped out like a while ago. Like,
same thing with Vaughn. Vaughn dropped out a couple of years ago too. But that's what we're saying. The impact is even more when you die, fam.
Yeah,
you become...
like,
So that's what I'm saying, Gucci. Like, he has more fan base now that when he died, your fan base grows. It's just... It's a weird thing, fam. Like, it's just no matter who you are. As soon as you die, people tune into your music more.
Dead rappers get better promotion, Jadakiss said.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but that's when, like, they just drop out, like, within the year. Or, like, how long... He dropped out, like,
my nigga.
2 years now.
Tupac and Michael Jackson and them guys, they're, like, can still go number one, fam.
Tupac is, like, still... And...
Pop Smoke, Posthumous was number one. Okay, it was still... You want to say it was a year after he died or whatever, right? 1 year, 2 years. Fam,
2 years.
If King Von dropped right now, Gucci, you know he's going number one.
No, I'll give you a good example. XXXXTentacion. The man dropped a few years ago now, fam. He just dropped a documentary. He has a new tune with Kanye
West. Number one.
Like, he's on fire again, fam. His fan base...
Okay, yeah.
No, but his fan base loves him so much. Yeah. And then the infamy that he received after his passing grew.
Yeah.
We should be getting the same... Like, what guys, like, I get the point. We should be getting the same love, or Houdini should be getting the same love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it should be like automatically 100,000 views off the hop.
But that's the city, fam. It's not that big, fam.
No, but even that, 100,000 views off the hop still ain't enough. Because, fam, it's a song where we introed the podcast with, which is still up on the screen here. Look how many views this got. Since the 25th, my G.
That's March, not me.
It's March, May. It has 6 million, bro. You think that 6 million only happened in the last 2-3 months? That happened like probably the first month.
But Lil Baby's hot right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard.
There's levels. There's levels.
You're right. Bad example. Bad example. You know what I'm saying?
But like, no, but it's still, this is still a good outlook of the fan base, fam, because Houdini is still he's the most streamed artist in the city, fam.
Yeah.
That's
so
true.
If he's, like, this is not fake numbers. I'll put, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's not like Houdini's team is pushing this or anything, and I'm not trying to, like, diss them or anything or like that, but it's not like the team is pushing this or Burna Band is really pushing this. They just put it out there. They're getting 41 in a week. These are the hottest guys in the city, fam. That's your fan base is like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what did I say? 10 to 20?
No. I think you said like 40,000 to 50. Because remember the first original number was 400,000, 600,000.
No. That's
which is like, that's almost that. A million.
Yeah, so like 50. Nigga was saying. I would say like 50. Yeah. I'd say 50.
Because you got to remember, we're including Brampton. We're including, I guess, because it's the GTHA. So Hamilton and all that. You know what I'm saying? Besides Toronto, which is the Scarborough, the West End,
you can go
East
all the way
End.
to Ottawa and it don't matter, bro. You can go to Kingston, it don't matter, fam. That's 50K, bro.
50K, eh?
London, 50K, bro. You can go to Windsor, that's 50K, bro.
I think our fans out here is not really loyal. Like, they will switch on to like some other artists that's popular.
Well, the loyalty originally lies with the Americans, bro.
Yeah.
Most of the people who, and no disrespect to the average fan who's like into the culture out here, but their go-to is usually their favorite American artist, right? They're only now starting to get into these Canadian guys where they're like, I'm listening to so-and-so all the time. But it doesn't mean that they're not listening to Lil Baby too.
Yeah,
or Nardo or any of these guys.
Or
Koi. Maybe. Don't say the same. But you know what I'm saying?
Kendrick.
Like, they have Americans to occupy their mind with, as well as the Canadians.
Because yeah, even though like I'll like now 1-2 new Americans, like I'll try to run my Toronto guys, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna go back to Jay, I'm gonna go back to Jeezy, I'm gonna go back to Ross, Kendrick. Like it doesn't matter. Like that's what I'm gonna go back to at the end of the day. So yeah, it's kind of hard for the Toronto guys have to understand. Like you really gotta make like some timeless fucking music, bro.
Yeah, and break out of the subset. Yeah, that's how you really blow up.
Yeah, your fan base has to be bigger than just the city, bro. It really does. Because I don't think these guys realize, like, again, I I play video games with people around the world, fam. And I ask them all the time, yo, you know Presser, you know Smiley? Who?
They don't know nobody.
And if they don't know them too, fam, they don't know none of you niggas out here, bro.
That's sad, man. I think we're almost out of camera, but we only got one over there.
So get a break us.
We got one more story. Glad y'all made it to the end of this video. And if you like this video right here, we got a couple more for y'all to choose from right here. And make sure to like and subscribe, okay? And make sure to share this video to a friend and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that the We Love Hip Hop Network is the leading network in Canada. Cheer!